Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Again, he makes it second and medium. Linebackers making some adjustments now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Good enough for first down yardage.
It's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has of running the football and having great backs. It's beautiful to see another good one here today.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the back now goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Second down after that previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
And the returner is brought down. First down here for this offense. The back's got it. Fighting off the defender. A solid run moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And there's the handoff.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Now it's 2nd down here. They'll hand it off. Tackle, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On the move, looking deep. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, ASU. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Pitch play to the back. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
They're going to pick up the first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Important second down play coming up. Give it to the back again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And the Trojans will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
At completion makes it 2nd and short. Handoff here from the shotgun. And tackled after a small pickup there. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Trojans line up with a 1st and goal. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
I hate to question a play call, but that close to the goal line on 1st and goal, and you throw it. Why not run the football right there?
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? He gains 9, so a 2nd and 1.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here comes a handoff. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. And he's got it. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They're able to get him down. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. It's press coverage now from these DBs. No press here. The defense backing away. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a 1st down.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Looking downfield. It's Cole. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or 2. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. And the defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this 4th down. Great job here by the D.
And the Sun Devils will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll toss it to the right side. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down marker.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play from the very jump, and the fullback just didn't have any speed to get around anybody. Stuffed the run perfectly.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. They're going to run it here. The Sun Devils pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the 1st down.
Defense has been out there forever. Play number 14 in the drive coming up. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. Their last possession is a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time?
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing in... Stick with it.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Now to play fake, he'll look to throw it. And that's going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So after the safety, it's now a free kick coming up. They'll punt it away from the 20. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And after a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Powering through. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Second down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back. It's Cole. Airing this one out toward the sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring them.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Remember the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. They'll try the option play here. The gain is 4, so it's second and 6. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. They'll try to run it with the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Trojans come to the line to run the hurry out. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. On third down, it's a handoff. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Southern California.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Planning up to try the extra point. Extra point makes it a 5-point game. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Back to pass. It's Cole. Not able to connect. Incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. This time a completion. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down. And the Sun Devils will crank up the tempo. Looks like he's going to run it. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down. Comes up short. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's picked for a third time tonight. Not much on the return, but set up the offense at the 35.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings or formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And he's got it. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
That is a great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
The offense will set up now for the two-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. Back to pass. It's Cole. And it's incomplete. He got away with one there. A dangerous throw. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quarterback's got it on the option. And the quarterback keeps it here. Football comes out. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The touch strategy here.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes a quick catch. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. The ball is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Dropping back, it's Cole. Quick throw to the left. And he pulls in the catch. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And they will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. The kick is short, and that's going to be returnable. They better get down and cover this. They're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown in that final tackle as time runs out in the first half. Meta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to begin the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
They're going to run it. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Arizona State. Spot in the natty at stake. This defense is being shredded. Kurt, what can they do differently to stop this guy?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I would just keep trying to come up with double coverage or blitzing, something to try to slow down not just the receiver, but got to pressure the quarterback. But right now, the receiver's just in a zone. Sometimes you get into that spot, and it's so hard to get you out of it. I know if I were this quarterback, keep throwing him the rock.
Point after, knocked right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Pitch to the back. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the same runner's got it again. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That's a solid run. Good for first down yardage. And here's the handoff. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Caught quickly. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Here's the second down play. They'll run it here. Breaks loose at the 45. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he never had a chance, tackled in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
And he knocks it right through the uprights.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Offense will keep it on the ground here. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Cole. Quick throw to the left side, and he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry out.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, SC. They go in front here in the 2nd half. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the offense will stay out there for a 2-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal now.
I thought the defense had a shot here to stop this 2-point try, but the quarterback was a magician. Great job of pitching that to the back to be able to use his speed to get to the corner for the two-point try.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll run it to the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Back to throw. It's Cole. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. It's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And it's taken at the 45. And the returner will be brought down. Trojans offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got it now inside the 10. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place. They gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Not much on that play, brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Here's the handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. The Sun Devils looking to keep this drive rolling.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
1st and 10 play coming up. To the air. It's Cole. Running out of time in the pocket. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Arizona State, 22.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play.
3:25.
That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 2nd down after that previous play. Toss play, running right. Oh, look at the quick cut. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
He's hit just before the throw. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for him here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down in great scoring position. They're finally able to catch him, but a huge chunk play with their running game here.
Boy, this guy is the complete package. All he needs is a crease, and once he sees it, boy, he is gone. They're very lucky they were able to bring him down on that carry.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Takes the toss, heads to his right, and they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. Defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Knocks that one right through.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Handoff to the right side. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Second down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Checks this down to the running back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Looks right for a quick completion. And he'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock. But these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
Good job leading the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
We'll hand it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
And the Trojans looking to cash in this red zone trip. The pre-snap motion from the offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quick throw caught on the left side. Touchdown, Southern California. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for his 6 points.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a 1st down and keep the drive going.
How about the quarterback scrambling here off of that bootleg? The defense, to their credit, took everything away downfield, thinking that they had a positive play, but instead, the quarterback shows how he can make them pay for it by using his legs.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down.
325.
It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Tackled up near midfield at the 48. Second down play coming up. Dropping back. It's Cole. Off target with a throw. Incomplete. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Snags the quick throw. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down. And the Sun Devils come to the line in a hurry up.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. 2nd and 10 here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. There's a shot toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running back grabs it on a screen. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. And the Sun Devils looking to cash in this red zone trip. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back to throw. It's Cole. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
So second down after the incompletion. Back to throw again. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They bring him down, but not before he moves the sticks with a first down gain. The Sun Devils come to the line with first and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, ASU.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go. And they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And they tack on the extra point. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Fights through the tackler. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.